Hello, my pigeons! I hope you guys are doing great. We're back with another video. As you can see, here I am in the PUBG Mobile training mode. Today, I'm going to be analyzing for you guys how to use, when to use 5.5 weapons, 7.62 weapons, and 9mm guns. Let's get right to the video. Alright, here we are going to start very simple. Let's say we have the SCAR and the M16. What you want on this weapon is usually an extended quick draw for AR, of course. I personally would use a suppressor. A compensator is also great for it. And then the vertical grip. The vertical grip is your best foregrip that you should use on pretty much any automatic rifle. The angled foregrip is also pretty solid. The light grip, half grip, thumb grip, they're all right, but if you have the option between the vertical grip and the other ones, I would choose the vertical foregrip. Alright, so I have fully decked out these two guns. All we need is a scope. I'll just put simple red dots on them both. There we go. Alright, first case scenario. I'm going to give you guys an example, and this goes for pretty much all assault rifles. Let's say you are, in a match, and there's enemies somewhere in front of you. Let's say they're around behind the sandbag, right? So the guy is hiding behind the sandbag, and I know he's there. So what I would want to do is, nade him if that's possible. But let's say you don't have grenades, right? What would I do in this situation? Well, if I really wanted to push him, I would come around the left side. So it's very easy to spot him, obviously, because there's a gap here, but that doesn't always happen. So I'm going to quickly run through here, so he can't even get a shot on me. And let's say he runs behind the sandbag and starts coming towards this wall. Now what you want to do is angle yourself more around the wall instead of being right next to the wall and shooting, because that's easier to anticipate. You want to jump, or just go around and shoot, and you will most likely get the kill. But now let's say he goes behind the sandbag right here. Okay, that's fine. We're going to camp this little corner, and then run out on the left and strafe. So here you have protection, and let's say he's right behind that. Now you have easy protection. Or let's say he's behind this smaller sandbag. You have protection, and your head is pretty much protected. And if he's hiding right behind it, if he's prone, if he's laying down, you can hide behind it, let him use his shots, let him do whatever, and then take the shots on him. Another scenario, let's say you run out of bullets. Now that could be a problem. Oh no, I ran out of bullets. I can't reload in time, and I'm fighting with him. I would switch to my other automatic rifle if I do have another one. It's not an automatic, it's still an M16 burst. But still, this thing can do some massive damage, and if you already hit him a few times, all you need to do is switch guns if you run out, and then finish your opponent. These tips go all across for all automatic rifles you have between the AK, the M4, the SCAR, the Groza. Out of the 5.5 weapons, I would personally choose the M4 being the best, or the M249, but sometimes you don't have access to an M249 because it comes in drops. So that's pretty much regarding the 5.5 weapons. You have the Mini and the QBU, but we're not going to go over that today. They're just sniper rifles. They're great. They're fantastic. But we are moving on to the 7.62 weapons, my friends. Alright, the first gun we're going to go over is the M7.62 and the AK. Alright, these two bad boys. Man, oh man, can you do a lot with these guys. So, as always, I recommend having the vertical foregrip on the M7. The AK, you can't put a foregrip, but you can put a compensator. And the compensator on an AK is so valuable and important to have. Putting a suppressor on an AK is sort of pointless unless you're going to be sniping with it, which may occasionally happen. I do that from time to time if I use two automatic 7.62 weapons. Having this compensator, extended quick draw on an AR, is very useful and strong against your opponent. I personally like 7.62 weapons a little bit more close range than the 5.5 because they do a little bit more damage, and I think they're slightly more accurate close range at least. The AK does have a lot of bullet spread, but since the damage is very high, that usually doesn't cause any problems. That's pretty much the 7.62 weapons. What I would personally put, as usual, the compensator, the vertical grip, and the extended quick draw for AR on the M7. Oh, and I usually like putting the 2X, that's a 3, on the M7. I can control it pretty well. Make sure to mess around in training mode with the sensitivities, with your button controls, and just train your recoil control. It's really just simple. This is what I've been doing for a while now, and I go to training a couple times a week, sometimes a few times a day, and just train and improve my skill. That's all you really have to do. Man, my game is lagging. Ladies and gentlemen, we are to our final weapons, which is the UMP and the Uzi. So these two guys are very nasty. Both weapons are very good to use in a close range match. The Uzi I would personally choose more because the firing rate is so fast. The damage per bullet is low, but since the firing rate is insane, you can get so much damage on a character, they might not even have time to shoot how quickly you get damage on them. Alright, here I would have an extended quick draw for suppressors. Now, I would use a compensator for SMG instead of a suppressor because, of course, the Uzi you only use for close range battles, so there's no point in using a suppressor because you're going to be fighting your opponents pretty close. The great thing about this gun, oh my gosh, the reloading time is very, very fast. You can get so many bullets into a character's body, it's just insane. Then we have the UMP, which you can actually put scopes on. Any scope, which is ranging between a 6, a 4, a 3, a 2, and red dot and holographic scope. Now this guy has a slower bullet speed, and the only thing I don't like about him is the fact that when someone is running at a decent amount of distance, let's say 80 or 90 meters, I struggle to get shots on him because, as you can see, the bullets are slightly delayed because of the speed that they're traveling at. So now you can have a muzzle, a foregrip, and a extended quick draw, or extended mag on this weapon. I would yet again use a compensator instead of a suppressor unless you're sniping with it, but I don't recommend it. If you actually can find a sniper, that would be better because the bullet speed is slow. But it still, yet again, does high amounts of damage. It's a very solid weapon, and I think that it works for very good close range situations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a tips and tricks video. Hello, sir. Oh, he just flipped almost. This was the tips and tricks video for assault rifles and automatic weapons and choosing between what guns work better and how to use them correctly in a certain situation. So, that was the video, guys. Also, another last tip that I wanted to present to you guys is if you didn't know that when you're carrying a weapon, you run slightly slower than what you would run at with just your bare hands. So if you unequip a weapon and you're running, you will run at a faster speed. So if you have to run to your teammate quicker that's knocked or you gotta res him, this is a very good tactic to running faster and getting to getting the position you want much faster. Thank you guys. Take care. And I will talk to you later. This guy's very annoying. I need a bullet against him. Oh my god. I'm going to ride with you, buddy. Let's go get the chicken dinner. Look at that. I'm holding. Oh, buddy, what did you do? You flip it again? Oh, dude, that is not good.